Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Deidre B, and you're tuned in to another episode of The Hotspot. And you know, guys, I have a very special guest today. He's an actor, a singer. He's just talented in so many things. My uncle, Charl Brown.
What's up, everybody?
You guys, I'm just very excited about today's show. You know, he's in town, so I had to have him on The Hotspot because, you know, he's everything.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell them about yourself.
Well, my name is Charl Brown. I am from here in lovely San Diego, California originally, and now live in New York City, living just enough for the city I'm living, just enough. Anyways, enough of that. So I went to San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts, and then I went to the University of Southern California where I got a degree in theater. And then shortly after that, I toured Europe with a musical and called Hair. And then from there, I moved to New York City, where I've now done 3 shows on Broadway. My Broadway debut was in Sister Act. And then I did Jersey Boys on Broadway and Motown the Musical as well.
Y'all hear this resume? Like, you hear these credentials? That's right. He's out here. So, a lot of you guys probably do not know, but, you know, I went to SCPA because he went to SCPA. And then I wanted to go to USC because he went to USC. Like, I was like, oh, I want to do theater, but, you know, y'all was a little scared. You know, your girl, no. So, I was going to do journalism. And I remember applying to USC, going to visit the campus, and I was like, I want to go here. You know, I didn't get in, but it's all right. So he's like one of my role models because he's just great and he's out here living his best life. You know?
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Deej.
Yes. So currently you are in a Doo Wop group.
Yes, I am. It's called the Doo Wop Project, and we just released our Christmas EP. We have a full album coming next Christmas, but we did an EP, an extended play CD with 6 songs on it for this Christmas. Yes, and we're currently touring Northern America and Canada.
All right, now look, they all over.
We all over the place.
So, what's your favorite part about being in a Doo Wop group?
You know, my favorite part about being in a Doo Wop group is the camaraderie. The 5 of us guys, we all met backstage doing Jersey Boys, and then a few of us went on to do Motown the Musical as well. So we've known each other for a very long time, longer than the group has been formed. And so the thing I like the most is getting to travel around and make people happy all across the United States with my boys. They're like my brothers. Getting to experience it with them is the best part. That's
good. Yeah, you can really tell the bond in the performance, y'all. I saw it twice. Amazing. So good. So what is the most difficult part about like being in a group in general?
The most difficult part about being in a group is having to make all the decisions democratically. So like not one person is in charge, we're all 5 in charge, so we all have to come to an agreement. It's sometimes majority rules, oftentimes we're pretty much on the same page for most things, but there are times when it really comes down to the 3-2 vote about certain aspects or things we want to do or shows we want to commit to, or you know, the look or the songs we choose for the album, stuff like that. So the creative process can be challenging at times when you're trying to be respectful and democratic of everyone. At the same time, it is rewarding when we finally like collaborate and come to an agreement and a decision together.
Cool. So speaking of songs, you guys do a wide variety of songs. What is your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform would have to be, so I played Smokey Robinson in Motown the Musical on Broadway and in London. And my favorite song is a Smokey song, which was not in the show, a song called Tears of a Clown, which is actually Smokey's like one of his top rated, top selling songs that he wrote.
Can we get a little preview of these vocals?
If there's a smile on my face, it's only there trying to fool the public. But when it comes down to fooling you, now honey, that's quite a different subject. You know, that's all I got for today.
All right, yes. So what can we expect from you in the next coming months?
Well, as I said, we are going to be releasing a full-length Doo Wop Christmas album sometime next fall, so look for that for sure. The DooWopProject.com is where you can find all the information about that. We're also on Facebook, so like our Facebook page and our Instagram page. But other than that, we're just going to be touring, and I have some personal projects that I can't speak of just quite yet in the works, you know, but like you'll be sure to hear about that. You can also follow me, you know, on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. On Instagram, I am at Brown Charl, just FYI. But we are actually going to be opening for Jay Leno. He has, Jay Leno, he does a stand-up show And we have been booked in March to open up for his show, which could potentially lead to us opening up for him more. So that'll be great. And also, if you happen to be near the Atlantic City area this New Year's Eve and don't have plans yet, we're going to be opening up at the Borgata in Atlantic City this New Year's Eve.
You're starting off the year right, okay?
Yeah,
guys?
we're starting off the year dead right.
So I need to talk about this. I think the people need to know.
Yeah.
You love Beyonce.
Love.
And I remember a time where you told me you actually got to meet.
Oh, you want to hear that story?
Yes, please.
Okay. So picture Sicily, 1960. No, I went to go see her concert. So she was pregnant with Blue Ivy at the time when she did the concert tour for the album 4. Okay. So this is like, pre-political Beyonce. This is like her last, non-political album. We'll just put it that way. Jay-Z breaking up with her man. So, I was doing my first Broadway show, which was Sister Act, and we shared a wall with this concert venue called Roseland Ballroom. It was like a big, venue in New York City. So Beyonce was coming. I had bought my tickets the first day they went on sale, whatnot. So then one of my friends from the show was like, "Hey, I know Kim Burse, who at the time was Beyonce's musical director. Would you like to meet her?" I was like, "Are you joking?
Why would you not?
What kind of question?
Right.
Like, who do you think I am?"
Right.
So we went to dinner with Kim Burse and Frank Gatson, Beyonce's choreographer at the time, right, like the day before her show at Roseland Ballroom. Right after the concert, Chester gets a text from Kim Burse, and she was like, "Come backstage left." We're like, "Okay."
Right.
So we walked over backstage left, and it was this random setup because in the backstage area in this concert venue, they were able to pull an SUV from off the street, was just inside the building backstage because it was like street level. It just worked. I don't know why, but it worked. So we're sitting there talking to Kim and Frank. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, Beyonce could come around at any time, but like I'm just gonna be chill. So, yeah, let me just let me woo up. So we're talking, and the car door opens, and Kim and Frank go over and get in the car, and the car door's closed. It's like, and then some other crew guy comes by, and somebody was looking for Kim. They're like, "Where's Kim?" They're like, "She's in the car having a meeting with Beyonce." I was like, Beyonce's in that car.
Right there.
In that car. Like, literally, you guys, like, it was, I want to say, 15 feet away from me. Okay? So, like, a little bit longer than a ruler. Like, 15 rulers. Okay. So, I'm like, Beyonce's right there. She can see me, like, because it was tinted windows, of course. I was like, well, I can't see her, but she can see me. That's okay. Then, the doors open, and Kim gets out of the car. She's like, "Charl, come here." I said, "What?" So I walk over to the car. I get in the car, and I'm sitting in the back seat with Beyonce directly in front of me, like that, and her assistant, and that's it. Because she had the seats changed around so they faced each other. So the rest I kind of blacked out, but like basically. I shook her hand, and then like my friend Chester was standing outside the door. He was like, "Show her your dressing room table," because I always put her picture up all over my dressing room table. So I showed her the picture from my dressing room table. She's like, "Oh, that's so nice," blah blah blah. And before I could even ask to take a picture, Kim, who was also standing outside, was like, "Unfortunately, she's not taking pictures right now, but like, blah blah." I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it."
Yeah.
So. But we talked for like literally 10 minutes. I told her how great the show was. I know her show so closely, so I like told her the things I liked about what she did specifically for this particular show, because it was the first night of that concert series anyway. And she appreciated that, and I told her what show was doing on Broadway. She's like, "I want to come see it." She didn't come see it, but she's like, "I want to come see that."
She's got a little busy, it was in her schedule, but okay.
Yeah, but come to find out, first of all, I know you guys want to know that she had on a white robe and white slippers, and that's it. And maybe like her onesie, I think, probably underneath that she had on in the concert.
I'm trying to picture, okay.
Yeah, so picture that, right? It's just a glowing, beauty, angelic, white Beyonce outfit. Okay?
I'm sure she looked flawless even after her performance. Like,
yeah, and that was even before she wrote Flawless. She looked flawless. Yeah, and she woke up like that. So so then like I was like, okay, let me just go, because also I was a little excited. I was like, let me not just run on and on. Sure, she wants to get home. She just did a show. So literally I got out of the car doors closed, the car pulls out, and the fans go wild, like literally out of a movie, and like I fell to the ground. But then 2 weeks later, "You put my love on top boom. I was like, oh, that's why I
big.
couldn't take a picture, because she was pregnant. Because apparently she didn't take pictures with anyone backstage, because she didn't want anyone to have any close up. Because, you know, she likes to control the narrative. So she didn't want anyone to have any potential baby bump, anything else. But here's the best part. Literally, when I got to the dressing room the next day with my friends, I was like, you guys, I have something to tell you right here and right now. Beyonce's pregnant. They're like, what? I was like, I saw in her face, just the way her face was full.
He knew before everybody else.
I did. I had the scoop.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
I was like acting like I never heard it before. I'm like, what happened? Okay. All right, y'all. So 2017 is finally coming to an end, and I'm glad because you know what? This year was a hot mess. Let me just say that. From everything going on in the media to just life in general, I cannot. So what are 3 things, people, trends, whatever, that you think need to be left behind in 2017?
Trends. Oh, can we leave the fidget spinner, please? Like, I can't deal with that no more.
Have you used it?
I have. I don't get it.
You know what? I don't either, actually, but I use it because I feel like maybe it's actually doing something. It's a big thing, so let me just spin this thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Okay, second thing. Now, listen, this is going to offend some people out there that I know, and please just this is my personal opinion. I love you all. But girls, can we please get rid of the stuff? We're not bulls. Like, we're not running, and it's not, I know, I get it. I understand. I'm not a millennial like y'all. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I mean, there you go. I think people are so much prettier without that.
All right.
I could leave that in 2017.
Okay.
Hate me if you will, but it's all right. I still love you anyway. If you want to wear it, be you. Just like the third thing we can leave behind. What is the third thing we can leave? Wait, what are you leaving behind?
Well, first, okay, let me say this. This is like kind of personal and all, like, you know, but I feel like comparing yourself to people on social media, like, that's a big thing, because, you know, first thing when you wake up in the morning, you want to get on your phone, see what's going on Instagram, all that stuff, and then you're like, dang, I want to be doing what they're doing, I want to look like her. So, you know, you just gotta do you.
Do
2018.
you? I like that one. That's so wise of you.
And then another one I would say is like people getting famous off doing stupid things and for likes, like, we don't need to bring that in 2018. And then also, let me see, the over-the-top gender reveals. I don't need it. Like, I understand, you know, do something small with your family and friends, but y'all.
I mean, you know, the icing, the cake color, cute.
Right.
Whatever, the balloons release, fine. But all this extra, we don't need all that. You're right. That's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
So yeah, that's.
I had one more I was supposed to come up with, but I can't even think of it right now. I think, you know what I would leave behind? All the hate. Let's just leave the hate behind in 2017. And, you know, I mean, unfortunately, it starts at the top. So hopefully, you know, it can trickle down from there.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go. We get you.
You got me. You got me.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was saying.
So let's think about something positive.
Yes.
So what is like one of your favorite moments from 2017? Just in general, your life, anything.
Oh, from 2017. Gosh, there were so many good ones. Oh, first of all, I got my first residual check from Madam Secretary.
All right.
That was a good moment. I opened up the mail. I was like, oh, I'm still getting paid off. Now, I did that last year, but I got paid again twice this year. See how that works?
Money, hey.
That was good. That was one thing. The second thing I would say would be the time I got to spend in my favorite place, which is Miami. I love Miami so much.
I be seeing your pictures on Instagram, and I be living through you. I was like, I ain't never been to Miami, so.
You haven't been?
No.
We might have to go for your birthday.
Look.
What, next year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Duly noted. Miami. I had a really good birthday this year, which is coming up next month, in case anyone wants to shout me out. On January 12th, that's my birthday. But I had a really good birthday this year as well, because I got all my friends together. We had this really cool impromptu dinner, and then my friend Warren Adams swooped in and paid the whole bill, like, out of nowhere.
That's the kind of friend we all need.
He's a director and a choreographer friend of mine, and like what happened to the check? He was like, I paid for it. I was like, you did what? To who? Let's find out.
Right.
Charl E.B. So, anyways, those are mine.
That's good. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to have a Cardi B year next year, actually, because she was living it up.
Yeah, she was doing the dang thing this year.
All right, so that's all I have for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. You know, make sure you guys check out my uncle. I'll put all of his information down below in the Doo Wop Project. If he comes to your city, get your tickets.
Get them now.
All right.
Because they go.
Hey. Bye, guys.